What up, family? Hope y'all straight. We halfway through the week. Great. Dig this here, y'all. Somebody needs to tell somebody that knows someone with a lot of money, who's mainly black and rich, got some dollars in their pocket. Tell them to stop flossing, man. There has one main pattern we've seen in a lot of rappers mainly is the fact that they make themselves targets. They show their jewels on social media, online. They'll show their jewels on live while online. They snap pictures of themselves and post it, or make a video with all their jewels on, all the money spent on the jewelry that they find value in, and they continue to show all of their riches. Every time they buy something new, they showing where they at purchasing it. Even if they're not live, they show you where their path and who they interact with and what they get, what they purchase, how much they purchase on it. And it just becomes I don't know, it's like you just target practice for niggas in the street. Really, it's target practice for people in the street. And I want to say, allegedly, there's a conspiracy to take out rappers with a lot of money, who are up and coming, who's still young, and who still move like young boys, children. Somehow, some way, all of these young boys are getting taken out. And usually they're taken out with jewelry on. Shout out to Duke the Jeweler, rest in peace, man. Rest in eternal peace. Someone who's close to people who have a name, who are making strides and being well known around the world, traveling, shooting concerts, performing at clubs. Tell them to no more go to places with jewelry on, with ice. And you shining and shimmering. I see your shit shimmering, man. Some people look at that as an opportunity. So, you gotta be careful out here. Quick fact, and I'm gonna let y'all go. One thing we know about wealthy people compared to rich people is wealthy people don't look rich, or wealthy people don't usually dress like they have a lot of money. You got guys like Bill Gates. You got, let's talk about somebody from our community, from the black community. Look at Jay-Z. Jay-Z. Does he look like somebody who has a lot of money? Like, just be honest. The way he looks, the way he dresses. If you ask me, he looked like a homeless man. Like a man who flat broke. Like, when he was rich, in them young years, when he was always wearing a New York Yankee hat, always the jewels on, he always had an iced out cross on. He had the iced out Rocawear. Rocawear charm. It was iced out. Chains, probably platinum. But then, as he got wiser and a little bit older, he realized, man, if I'm gonna really keep making all this money and be here for the longevity, I need to chill out with all the flossing, showing up places with all this money. I need to look like the most plainest, most grimiest, most brokest man in the building. And Jay-Z, now when Jay-Z walks in a building, especially amongst a lot of black people with money, He looked like he'd have broke his one in there, but he's the wealthiest. See, there's a difference between riches and wealth. A lot of these rappers, they rich. They got a few $1 million in the bank. A lot of it was loaned to them, really, and they're already in debt to their labels already, whether they realize it or not. But some of them who do have some, a lot of the money that's on their own earned and everything, it's not wealth, and they're not spending their money on things that's gonna build wealth. They're more just spending the money on what they day to day. They may be budgeting a little bit, but they're not budgeting like a wealthy person would budget. So all I'm saying is this: if you're rich, you still can get touched. Wealthy people can get touched too, but the only reason why you don't hear much about wealthy people getting touched is because they don't go where rich people go, and they don't do what rich people do. It's simple, but we've seen it. We've learned about it and heard about a lot of these recent rappers who have gotten killed, gunned down. Dolph, PNB Rock, Mo 3, all these guys. Whether it was robbed or not, these guys are well known for wearing a lot of jewels and known for spending a lot of money and having a lot of money on them, which makes them targets. So somebody better start taking notes from these wealthy people so they can keep themselves out of the danger zone, and they can be able to just take care of their families and their kids, and build a real empire instead of being a slave to an empire, and becoming a pawn rather than a king or queen. Come on, man. It's chess, it ain't checkers. These young boys are playing checkers. They're not playing chess. You got to make the right moves, and sometimes making the right moves takes some time. You always want things right away. Y'all some quick opportunists, because you never had that much money, but just discipline yourself. I know I don't have that much money, so somebody can say, man, how the hell you ain't even got that? You ain't even wealthy or rich. So how you gonna tell where they're rich? Okay, I'm just speaking common sense from what I see from the outside, comparing rich people to wealthy people. I want rich people to make wealthy decisions. That's all I'm saying. Get the message. Did you get the message? Message.